Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. I want to do a quick video here, start a discussion. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I actually did a live stream where I was talking about what if there's no more police officers, and probably you can find that in my channel. I'll link it down below as well. This is kind of like a scary situation, and we need to pay attention to this because as it's getting more crazy, more radicals, now the left has really radical decisions and radical policies, if you want to put it that way, to the point that they want to take away the cops. Obviously, cops are there doing a fantastic job protecting our community. No cops, they want to take away your guns. Obviously, no guns. So I really believe that they are pretty much essentially helping criminals, because at this point, if there's no police officers, crime is going up. We know that for a fact because many places like Los Angeles and New York and things like that is reporting that the crime is pretty much rising, right? So the crime is going on. We got it. Law enforcement or corrections, politicians are trying to take away your gun rights. So who does this people defending to, right? Or defending? Obviously, crazy people, obviously criminals, right? Because if you're a law-abiding citizen and you don't have a way to protect yourself with a firearm, and also cops are going to be defund, like they're talking about. I mean, obviously, criminals are having the advantage over you, and I've been talking to this a lot. Obviously, it's the topic of the, I guess, of the season. But a lot of police are getting pretty upset about this. Really upset about this because they're being treated really bad, really unfair, really bad. I just did a video. I'm doing a video about a police officer that unfortunately, Anthony Diaz, and unfortunately he died. He died serving this country. He died serving the community. He died serving peoples of Toledo, and it's just sad that it happened that way. But some of these cops are willing to do that ultimate sacrifice in order to protect the community. Check out that video. It's going to be in the channel as well. I want to make a couple points on that video, not specifically on this video. But again, cops are pretty much calling out. And there is an article here in Braveheart, and I put it down below if you guys want to check it out. But 300 police officers in Los Angeles pretty much call out over July 4th. Like, yeah. And they call this the blue flu. And essentially, if you call out, obviously, the first time you call out, probably due to the policies or whatever, you really don't have to bring paperwork. You guys know the deal. You call out multiple times at work, you're probably going to have to bring some kind of paperwork or something saying why you're sick, right? But the first time, probably not. And cops are doing this a lot. You saw that they did it over COVID-19 in New York City. We're seeing it doing it in Los Angeles. We're seeing it doing it again in New York. In fact, New York has been having so many police retiring that because of obviously what happened, that they actually put a stop on that. You can't retire no more for this time, for the time being, right? So I saw some stuff like that in the news. And again, a lot of cops are retiring because they tire of the situation. Not only that, now they're getting put in a position where if they respond to an event, or they respond to a situation and they apply deadly force, or they apply any type of force, their actions are going to be questioned. And you know what? Some of these cops are being sent to jail, and in fact they're just trying to do their job, right? So again, it's kind of crazy, but we see police officers calling out. And what does that mean? Well, that means that we, the regular people, are going to get in trouble. We are going to be in trouble because as many of us that actually need that, right? There's some people that don't have a way to defend themselves. There's some people that need that first responder. Remember, a lot of police officers respond as first responder to car accidents and things like that. And the cops aren't just going to be there because they're calling out. And they're calling out because they're getting tired of the way they're being treated. So me and you, the regular guy, right? Because you got these politicians that talk about defunding the police, but they have private security, right? The city pays for that, right? $4,300 they were paying for private security. You got politicians again in Washington D.C. that are pushing gun control and pushing, defund the police and all that, but they have their own private security. They have their own, apartments with security and all that stuff, right? So again, they push for defund the police. They push for all the nonsense, but you got to remember that doesn't apply to them. That only applies to me and you. So some of us may have a way to defend themselves. Like I have my, my guns, things like that. I know a lot of people, and in case something happened, I may get some assistance and stuff like that. I'm married. My wife, she is capable of doing many things. So again, we may have a system, but there's older people out there. There's many people out there that don't have that. Many people out there don't have the system that we have, and we got to keep that in mind as we're going through this crazy time. Maybe it's a good idea to have a system, right? In case your city, I live in a small city, so we really don't deal with kind of stuff like this. But if you live in a large city, maybe you need to start thinking about your security. Maybe you need to start thinking about your home defense plan. Maybe you need to start thinking about your backup plan. If you get sick, do you have somebody to call? I'm just saying, we don't have to go crazy over this, but we could have a conversation. If you have family members, have a conversation with some of your family members and decide, look, if this happened, what are we doing? If cops are calling out and they're not even showing up, how are we going to, defend ourselves? Things like that. Start a conversation because this is getting very, very real. And I think it would be a good idea to talk to your family members, to talk to your neighbors, to talk to anyone that you trust, anyone that you think could help you. And again, establish some kind of plan. Let me know what you think. Put comments down below. And as always, God is in control.